Some good shit.
It's some good shit out here. Teyana Taylor, thank you for making time.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
You are booked and busy, but here we are talking about your new album, Escape Room, which is going to be coming out August 22nd.
Yes.
That was the shortest retirement ever. What made you come back? I mean, did you hear all of our demands?
And yes, you guys were very, very bossy. I heard all of the demands. And most importantly, on top of the demands, it was fun for me again. I loved it again.
Oh.
And I think taking that step back was because my work started to feel like a job, And it's like, when you love your work, when you love what you do, it's supposed to be fun.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And when it starts to feel like a job and like that job that drains everything, that job that does everything but kill you, it's like, I ain't got time for it.
And you
know what
love
I'm saying?
music. I was surprised.
I love music, but I don't love it to the extent of like not loving myself. You know what I'm saying? Hurting myself. It's like, I'm not gonna be locked in one box. Like, this is not freedom. This is not creative freedom.
It got to that point?
Yeah. I mean, that's why I started, creative directing and
Yes.
for other artists. My goal was to protect other creatives and allow them to break out of these cages, because you realize sometimes you be in a cage and not even realize the gate is up. Or the lock is already picked and you can easily get out. But we get stuck in these, what we think. We don't understand sometimes the power that we hold.
You know what? When you're talking about being stuck, I feel like that's a theme I hear on this new album. It was, to be honest, it was a lot to take in.
Yeah.
It's a great body of work.
Thank you.
I love it from start to finish. The narration's remarkable.
Thank you.
I know all the names haven't been disclosed yet, but ooh, some of these narrations, but the ones that are public I want to talk about. Okay, so, Taraji P. Henson, we love her.
Yes, we love Taraji.
But the tone, the energy, the way she set it off with her narration, I felt everything.
Yes.
Everything.
And that's what it's supposed to feel like. I'm catching chills you even saying that.
Oh, my
that's what it's
goodness.
supposed to feel like, and that was the goal for the album, because I'm like, to me, the album is an ombre album, And I created this album, I baked this album like I baked macaroni and cheese.
Well, now that you're a chef,
What I'm saying?
come on.
Chef T.
Hello.
But I was really like, okay, I need to figure out, I have all the ingredients I need. And these monologues were the ingredient that makes the macaroni stick. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is going to tell the story as a whole. I wanted an audio movie.
Yes.
You have an audio book.
Yes.
That's what I wanted this album to sound like, and I needed it to tell that story. And sometimes with songs, you have to consolidate.
Yes.
Right? So it's kind of like you have to fit all of this in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Fit all of this in 3 minutes. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, no, I need these monologues to continue this story, this live action situation of what's going on.
Yeah.
So the monologues are very important to me. And technically my album was a mini movie first. That my album was going to be, I wanted to create like more of a soundtrack because I didn't want to unretire. So I'm like, well, what's a prideful way of doing it? And I'm not a prideful person. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, just being stubborn, and I'm just like, cause I don't want to, cause I'm like in my bag, with this, the acting, directing, creative directing, and just being with other artists, being with my girls, helping my girls out. So it's like for me, I'm like, well, I have this mini movie that I also want to have music to. The label was already begging me for an album, and I was like, well, I do have, this movie that I want to create. Like I want to create the music based around the mini movie. We're not doing the whole everything is music, album. Like if I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna come back on my terms. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I did.
I'm surprised you went back to Def Jam, man.
Yeah, I mean,
how did this happen? So the story, just for people who may not know Teyana's hard journey in this industry and what she overcame. You were signed to them previously, ups and downs and separate ways, and now you're back with them. What made you trust that they will protect your art the way that you want it and the way that you deserve? I
mean, because Def Jam get new people every 2 to 5 business days.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like every week,
hours.
they're like, oh yeah, so yeah, we have a new person. What's the name was have to go. This person, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, then, baby, I can't keep up. Like y'all change staff more than I change my drawers. I change my drawers every day. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, oh, y'all not playing.
Yeah.
So for me, it was just like, okay, they came to me and they came correct.
I like that.
And that's one thing that I appreciate. I appreciate anybody that's going to come to me correct.
That's right.
Know that you reaching back out to me.
Right.
So reaching back out to me is going to come with some shit. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
right.
And if you are, like, I'm at a point where here's everything that I require.
Right.
And if you can't meet those requirements, we don't have to do this.
Don't even come to me.
It's all love. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I think for them, it wasn't a thing of, well, let's negotiate. It's nothing to negotiate, babe. Yeah. Here is my requirements. And if that cannot be,
met, then we just move on.
And it's still love because I have to do this, that, and the third. And that was what I always like. That's the mindset I've always had. Keep your mind occupied so you're not sitting around jaded, upset, bitter, resentful. Like, I don't want to be that way.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's right.
They was like, okay, cool. And I think it was, and rightfully so.
Right.
I deserve that.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I deserve that.
The album to me is the anthem of a heartbreak and healing. Yes. You get both.
From heartbreak to healing.
And it is a beautiful, vulnerable journey. I want to talk about Bed of Roses because, listen, the visuals were the visuals for it. I mean,
the visuals was visuals.
Were those sheets on the bed silk? Like, were they silk? Was it all silk?
It was all silk.
It was all silk?
It was all silk.
That's expensive. You're rich. Teyana, you are super rich now.
The budget was budgeting.
So let's talk about Aaron Pierre. Now, can I officially say that's your man? Is that, are we allowed to say that? Or are you guys just very friendly? I want to be respectful of what you would like me to say as far as your connection, the chemistry that we see between you two.
I think that this world, this new
yes,
whatever is going on in the world,
yes,
is not gentle, and it's crazy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And I want to try something different where I'm not just like, hey, what's going on, and boom, 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 because people are preying on your downfall. People are preying on the health that you are building. What me and Aaron have is very healthy and it's very gentle. It's very soft and it's very kind and it's very sweet and it's very warm. And it's one of the best feelings that I've ever had. And most importantly, it's so safe. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want us to be robbed of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on.
I don't want us to be robbed of that. He's so special to me, and I'm filled with so much gratitude to have him in my life. And I'm just so grateful for him and just everything that comes with him, and I want to protect that.
Oh, absolutely. I was actually more surprised that you are sharing him with your videos and your visuals because I understand that you want to protect that. That's important. Yeah. Now,
but creativity is creativity.
That's
you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, he's also like my creative partner in a sense. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, we're still peers, you know what I'm saying? And even before we met, before we became friends, we were still peers. So it would be the same thing if I said, okay, I want you in my video.
Right.
Boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? But most importantly, the video was going to happen with his fine anyway.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? It was just...
And who else would you have starring in it, right? Like, it doesn't even make sense, of course. Like, the connection is there. Now, does he have a favorite song on the album?
He do. He have a few favorite songs. The whole album is his favorite album.
Yeah.
His favorite songs, I won't say.
What's your favorite song on the album?
Boom Boom Jump.
Okay.
And
all right.
And Bed of Roses and Hard Part. I got a lot like
Hard Part.
Hard Part
Lucky
is
Day.
Insane.
Come on.
It's insane. Like, I have a lot of like favorite parts in there. And honestly, that album, a little inside, that album was like recorded in real time. Like that.
What do you mean?
It was recorded in like my divine order and like what I went through. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
That's going to make me go back and listen to it.
That's what I'm saying.
Completely different.
It's going to age well because every single time you listen to it, you're going to find a new gem. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I feel like I've noticed that with a lot of my music, that it is a lot to take in and people don't start catching it. So it's like, oh, okay, I really sat my ass down. And like, it's kind of like when you go to the movies. We're not at home, we're not watching something on TV that we can pause and go to the kitchen, go to the bathroom, da-da. You know you at the movies and you're like, bitch, I paid $21 for this
I'm
seat.
sitting right here.
This per seat, recliner, da-da-da-da. Like, I'm not going to the bathroom. Either pee before or pee after, because if the moment I get up and leave, I'm going to miss a part. And then I'm going to come back with so many questions. And then I'm going to feel like I have to see it again. Now you got to pay double the price. And I feel like with this album is one of them things where make sure you are road tripping or are on a, you know, it's only 49 minutes long. So make sure you are on a car ride where it's like people not interrupting and talking, or make sure you're in your moo-moo and you relax and you drinking your tea and you like make sure you're in a space to take it in, because it's so universal. You can literally customize it to whatever situation, and everybody has been through it. And I feel like, you know, in music is either it's extremes. It's like really dark or really, really lovey-dovey.
Absolutely.
And we never really get to hear well, how did you leave from there, and what was the prayer
how did
for
you
there?
get there? How
did you get there? What was the prayer? Spill a prayer. And here it's like, well, how did you get out of that space? We're never talking about the in between. We don't talk about the grief stage. You know what I'm saying? We don't talk about the different steps of vulnerability and how we heal without armor. That's what we're never really talking about. And I want to create healthy dialogue into knowing that, and that's why Bed of Roses is so important to me. One of my favorite songs for sure, top one. Because for me, it's like through everything I've been through, I still got so much love to give. That is a woman who is willing to go through this journey, walk this faith walk unarmored.
I think it's amazing because when you are listening to the album, it is clear not only were you heartbroken, you were broken, like completely just in a space of just going through everything and in such a public way, right? Like
without pointing fingers. Like when you hear Fire Girl and you hear like that's hurt, but never a point finger. This is how I feel. This is where my heart is. I know not just my truth, but the truth. Because I feel like a lot of times we also get caught up in, well, this is my truth. Because you have your truth, their truth, then the truth. You feel what I'm saying? And when you're speaking the truth, you don't have to point fingers. You get what I'm saying? Like what's on the table and what went down is just what went down and what's on the table. And that's what I love about the album. And what you also realize is once I get through that space, I survive that space, I never revisit that space again. Nowhere on the album. That's what make it the ombre.
Do you feel like that is parallel to you in your life? Obviously, it's not a secret, you know, public divorce. It was a lot to see you go through that, to be honest, right? Because, you know, there's kids involved. And me as a mom now, I don't like to see anybody going through that, right? Do you feel like the album is parallel of your life going through hard times and then healing and coming out on the other side? Like, I know you wrote it in real time, but do you feel like what song now are you at? Like, where are you as Teyana Taylor today?
Always. That's the last song with Regina King. And that is a woman who is escaping back to herself, who is showing up for herself, and who is giving herself grace. You know, she's allowing herself to say, hey, here's what it is. And I'm going to continue to walk this faith walk. Like I am so peaceful. You know, I'm so happy. You know, dealing with something so public like that while continuing to, you know, to handle everything with grace and most importantly, protect my children.
Oh, yes.
That's the most important thing.
That's the most important part.
Whether that energy is reciprocated or not, you know, I have to do what I have to do. I can't worry about what the next person's doing. You know, but this album is bigger than, the reason why I call it a universal album, like it's like a universal charger. You can, no matter where you are in the world or where you are in life, you can use this album to charge you up because bigger than a relationship. We've had these same hardships at work. We have these same hardships in our family. We have the same hardships in our friendships. So this is not like a heartbreak to healing and with just romantically. You know, this is overall. Look how many times my heart's been broken, even just within the industry, in this workspace, in this business. You know?
Well, which heartbreak is the worst or has been the hardest for you?
I mean, if it's like, you know, I have one battle after another coming out. You know what I'm saying? When God is preparing you for something so big, it's going to just come at you. Like this. It's not a break. You don't get your heart broken right here, then turn around and say, hey, label's acting up. And, hey, this person acting. It's not that. It's one thing after another, and it's all how you walk through it. This is a part of your faith walk. I'm a prayer warrior. I'm a love warrior. I'm a soldier of love, you know? And I've always moved in a place of like, no matter where I am, walk without being armored. Like to your point, what made you sign a Def Jam again? I could have easily been like, you know what? No, I'm scarred. I'm this. I'm wounded. Here's my bricks. I'm gonna build my wall. Boom, boom, boom. But no, you gotta now walk into things on your term and in your light. You can't focus on nobody else. You can't worry about what they did in the past. You gotta worry about how you can now control that. How you can now do this on your terms and take control over that. Because now it's like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. You know what I'm saying? And in any situation where I got my heart broken and I left, you're not about to keep, at this point, shame on me.
Right.
Because now I'm allowing you to play in my face one too many times, then what are we talking about?
I feel like it happened to you on your song Long Time, right? Yeah. Like, I mean, the lyrics are clear. Like, you should have left a long time.
Yeah.
Why didn't you?
Because I feel like, you know, and this is why I called it Escape Room. You know, I don't know if you've seen this video on Instagram, but there's a video on Instagram where it was either 2 lions or 2 dogs. And they were both in a cage. And it was like the back of a pickup truck, or some type of truck. And they lift the gate up. But the dogs got so stagnant, like they got so used to just being in a cage that they didn't even realize they were free. So sometimes we don't even understand the power that we hold. We don't even understand that the key is in our pocket. Sometimes we don't even understand that we're locked in from the inside. You know what I'm saying? So who can come and save you if you locking your own self in?
Come on.
You know, so it's just like, for me, sometimes we fall into that comfort zone. But this is my comfort zone. This is my safety net. This is
what I know.
This is what I know. This is all I know. This is boom, boom, boom. It's a certain mentality. So when I say escaping heartbreak, it's also escaping us taking accountability to escape our mindset sometimes. Escape where we are mentally and say, okay, pick this shit up. The gate is open. When them dogs realized that gate was open after a few minutes, when they finally realized that they were free, they fucking took off and didn't look back. And guess what? When I realized that this gate is wide open and I snapped out of it and I realized this gate was wide open, I ran for my life like Tina Turner in that white suit. You got to get up out of it.
Yes.
Bangs and all.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I got to do what I got to do, but you got to, when you go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is for me in any situation, whether it's a relationship, business, whomever. It's so much bigger than that. So I also don't want people to get caught up in thinking this is just, just one relationship, because we're all dealing with things, and your situation may not be a relationship.
Sure.
But it don't mean that you can't relate to the album.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I want people to understand that this is a universal charger, and no matter where you are in the world, it's going to charge you up. It's here for you.
Absolutely. I'm so glad you explained the title, Escape Room, what that means. I remember when the trailer came out with Long Time, I was like, oh my gosh. I'm sure everybody was on your line about that, because the visuals were
it was insane.
Phenomenal.
Sorry,
what did no, it's all good. That's perfect. What did Aaron think about the trailer? Was he like, edit that? No, fix that. No, punch that up. Zoom in more. Like, what's that chemistry working with somebody that cares for
him down? Do you know how good it feels for somebody to like hype you up?
Yeah,
and then make you feel like, okay, so I'm not bugging.
Yeah.
That passion and that, like, he is literally the Lion King. You know what I'm saying? Like, his raw is so loud. His passion is so loud. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is like, girl.
Yeah.
Is it like, T. Like, it's just so, it feels so amazing to like feel heard, especially in a creative space.
Right.
You know, coming back to music was a lot, because I was dealing with that. I was dealing with a divorce. Everything was happening at the same time. So it's like feeling alone and not feeling heard and not feeling beautiful or not feeling all of the ways, while balancing being a mom and just life and showing up for everybody. I'm dealing with that, still directing and acting and going to set. I'm like in between takes, you know, figuring shit out, you know? So it's just like, that was a lot for me. So to have a person, like I said, come in and you're already everything on the other side, but now you step in on a side that really make me see, okay, creatively, it's like you see me, you hear me, no thought is too ambitious.
What's the craziest idea you told him? And he was like, yeah, T, this is the one. And you're like, yo, this is Yeah.
this whole mini movie. It was
Really?
like, yeah.
I
it
feel
was
like anybody who like knows your
Exactly.
journey and truly supports and believes in it.
already know my visuals be.
I mean, you want that to shine, and it does, by the way. But like, you know, like, hey, one day I want to go to space, or one day I want to, like, is there a crazy idea that he's with, and you're like, that's how I know, that's why you're my guy.
You know what's crazy? Me, I'm really, really modest with certain things. So like a lot of things that I don't say out loud, I may, go to him and tell him, and he's so gentle. So he listens. He don't cut me off anything. He'll listen. And sometimes I don't know what he's thinking. He's like, you know what, T? Talk your as you should. Do they realize that Teyana Taylor?
Yes.
Like it's just he starts so calm.
Right.
And then he even has to check himself. He's like, I'm sorry, because you know I don't play about you. And I'm just getting so passionate. That right there is like he don't play about me and I don't play about him. And you know what I'm saying? And the way we uplift one another. You know what I'm saying? Because, he's also like, he's so talented at his craft, but he's still a baby in this business, the wicked part of it.
Oh, yes.
Like not in the space of his craft.
Right.
He's a master of his craft.
That's great. That's
but
right.
in this industry, this tricky industry,
Very
he's a
political.
baby in it.
That's right,
So I'm very protective of him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he takes my craft very seriously, and I take his safety in this business very serious. So it's like the way is like we help navigate each other through our journeys, and where it kind of get tough is like amazing.
It's not hard, dealing with the chemistry. Like, if you're like, no, relax, this is my vision. Or are you okay? Because, it could be
when
a
I
little...
get to being on set, I get to just like love on you even more, and like, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
Like
we saw the picture and we loved it. We love how he looks at you. Teyana, we're happy for you, man. Like, can we just celebrate this? Like, I don't want to gush all over it. Like, truly to see, I don't know, the pictures speak 1,000 words. And to see him look at you like that, so just, it's endearing, it's gentle, it's protection, it's all of those things.
You know what's so crazy? I never shared this with anybody, but when we worked together for the first time, because we already had our bond. So it was just like our first time on a professional set. It was so funny because he was like, this is her. Like, he's so like this. I'm just Team Teyana. I don't want to be in the way. Boom, boom, boom. And he wanted to just be in protective mode, but kept like trying to like stop himself. And then like we both overthinking, because I'm just like, where's Aaron? I want him to come over here.
Come here.
Yeah. So I'm like, where's Aaron? And my assistant went to get him. He was like, yeah, she needs me. Okay, I'm on the way. Like he was waiting. He was waiting. Like I wanted him to be all in my space. And he wanted to be in my space, but as two professionals, it was also like that.
We want to be respectful.
How do we give each other space? Like, he has his own dressing room. I want to go
and
in there and bother him.
This is for your visuals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'm like, I want to go in his dressing room and bother him. But I'm like, no, let me be professional to show.
Wow.
And we'll have the mix, boom, 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 and we can boom, boom, boom. But it's just so cute that like both of us just want to always make sure each other's okay, whether it's, behind the camera or in front of the camera. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, what we have is so special.
It is.
I'm so grateful.
I'm so happy for you, and I'm gonna pray that you both hold on to that and protect that. It's important.
Yeah, that's what we want to continue to do, and it's just like,
of course,
that's why we're very, very
mindful,
selective, and just mindful with what we choose to share. And everything is not everybody's business. I mean, I am in a space where I have to talk.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I have to come to radio.
Yeah.
He's a big part of the thing, so I have to accept the fact that it's going to be brought up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I do get really shy, and I have anxiety with, I'm shy. I don't do a lot of interviews like that. Yes. So it's just like, talking about it is cool, but it's also something that I want to protect, because I have not been protected in the space of radio. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I say something and it's misconstrued and it's taken a certain way, and it's just like I just want to do this differently, where it's just like I'm protecting that, and we don't really care about what people think. It's like, well, how come they do this? How come they're not more?
No,
how come they all jokey? It's like
it's you have the perfect balance.
Crumbs.
That's it. And if someone really wants the best for you, they will respect that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I was just surprised that you guys were enjoying dinner when you can cook for him now. You're a chef. Come on.
But you know what? We were actually in New York, and he loves New York. New York hit different for him than it hits for me.
Do you take him to Harlem? Have you taken him around? Like, do you do the whole tour guide thing?
Honestly, what was crazy is we did the tour guide thing. And actually, he made me see New York in a whole different way.
Oh.
You know, we from New York.
Teyana, how did you see it differently?
Our New York trip was short, but it was enough time. We did not go to Harlem, because if I would have went to Harlem,
you're not leaving.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, okay, if we're gonna do New York, we're gonna do a New York trip together, especially because he's from London. Mm-hmm. So it's like doing a New York trip is what it actually turned out really, really fun, because we went to 42nd Street, got our pictures drawn. That's what it was all so over. Cute. Yeah. Got our pictures drawn. And I was like, okay, cool. Well, I want to go to the I Love New York store, and I want an I Love New York shirt. And we really did all the New York things. Like, it was so beautiful. Like, we really went to Times Square and was just like, I'm like, and of course, I mean, as a kid, you be on 40 Deuce, you go to BBQs, but we still never really, as New Yorkers, we don't really appreciate the Big Apple.
Right.
You know, like, we know we is like, yeah, come to Big Apple with lights and like, we know we this.
Yeah.
But the way I took in New York with him was like, we created some really, really like fun memories. Went to see Chicago, and
I'm so
and
happy
again,
for you.
This is being shared because it was already all over.
Oh yeah, this is all.
It's like, what's going on? What's happening? But I was like, we had a great time.
I love that.
Yeah.
Now with the album, I want to go back to it. I want to talk about these songs. What was the most painful song for you to write?
The most painful song.
It could be the one that you wrote or one that you listened to.
I think it was Hard Part.
Oh my God.
It was
the one I liked the most.
The hardest part was the most painful, but it was I wrote that quick. I wrote it quick.
How
I wrote
quick?
it fast.
Like
30 minutes.
Oof.
Yeah, I wrote it fast. It was painful, but in the best way. I allowed myself to feel. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, in a line of work we in, I take so much. You know what I'm saying? I take so much from so many people, and I walk in grace. You know what I'm saying? Like, I handle everything. I'm so solid with it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I think that the studio allowed me to just feel.
Yeah.
And like take my cape off.
Of course.
You
That's
know
the most
saying?
important. What song are you most proud of on the album?
Honestly, I would have to say I'm most proud of the album as a whole, because it is like a movie. It's like saying, well, what's your favorite part of the movie? You know what I'm saying? It's like, because it is like a visual album and it is like a audio movie for me.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not something that I'm like more proud of than the other. I think it was like saying, okay, cool, the noodles was soft.
Right.
But baby, once you put it in that oven, you put that cheese, you that's baked macaroni and cheese. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, as a whole, it's like we are a package deal. Mm-hmm. This album is a package deal for me, and I'm overall proud of it. If I absolutely had to choose, I would probably say Always, because Always, it took a lot of work to get there. And like that weight that felt like punishment was preparation. Yeah. So it's crazy, because I used to say the wait was not punishment, it was preparation, as in like my patience, like having to wait for something.
Every time.
And then I got to a space where I'm like, the wait is not punishment, it's preparation. So the weight on my shoulders, the weight of everything that I'm going through, when it feels like punishment, it feels like, oh my God, what did I do wrong? What's happening? That was all preparation. So all the times that I'm like, but I'm holding it down, and I don't understand why this is happening. Yeah. Why is this happening to me? Mm-hmm. God said, let me drop all this dead weight for you.
Boom.
Let's clear this space.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you can keep walking this faith walk, but when you get there, will be a wall. So let me knock this down before you make it there. So I'm walking toward a brick wall. And then when I got to the wall, it was gone. Oof. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like that, it felt like punishment, like, oh my God, I'm doing all this walking just to stop right here, just to get to a dead end.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And as I got closer, and I continued to walk into my faith, and I continued to heal and continue to grow, God said,
boom,
knocked it down.
Did you cry making this album?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Like,
I cried every single day.
oh my, for how long?
I cried every single day. Every single day. I even cried. But I'm gonna tell you the beauty of it. I cried making the songs that was heartbreaking, and I cried making the songs of finding new energy and finding a warm space. Like I'm one of those. I feel for real. So I cried tears of pain, and I cried tears of absolute soft and the warmest joy. You know, so every single tear was well worth it, and that's what I'm proud of this album. Like I don't even think this album would have been completed without the love I'm surrounded by. Yeah, like
we feel it.
The love around me is amazing. It's my support system is amazing. Everything is just so warm and fuzzy.
There was a narration, I won't say because not all the names for the incredible monologues that you have on here, but this person said in their narration, the hardest part isn't the goodbye, it's the silence that follows. What does that mean for you, and why was that important to put on this album? What is that silence?
I mean, the silence is the loudest thing in the room. You know? You ever notice how much you scream when you want a person to hear you? Just hear me, just see me. It don't matter what font you say it in. You could say it in cursive, you could say it in script, you could say it in bold letters, you could say it in bubble letters, you could say it in typewriter, you could say it in old English, and you still won't be heard. You know what I'm saying? Imagine the screams, hear me in every single font, right?
Damn it.
When you finally get to a place where you're done, it's nothing but silence. You have nothing else to say. There's nothing else to say.
How did you know
walk.
you had nothing left to say?
Because I love until I can't love no more. And I give until I can't give no more. I don't force my way out of anything that I'm not ready to leave. I don't force my way out of anything that I'm not ready to give up on. I have to be at my wit's end. You want to know why? It feels better. When you force yourself out of something is why you go back. Because now it's like, but what if? And maybe this could have been done differently.
Right.
Always exhaust all options. When you did all you can do, there's nothing else to say when you walk away.
Damn.
That's the powerful silence.
Yeah.
Because you walking away with your peace.
Yes.
And your freedom.
Yep.
And the thing about it is, freedom ain't free. Peace is not free.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, it's a lot of work. It's a price that you pay for freedom. It's a price that you pay for peace. It's a price that you pay to be able to walk unarmored even after being completely broken. I walk into my repair unarmored. That's it. That's your silent goodbye. Is not, babe, you got it. And that's with everything.
Yep.
A relationship, again, music. You see,
Oh, yes.
I did everything I could. You know, I've been in this industry since I was 15 years old.
Everything humanly
33,
possible.
I'm like, you got it.
You got it.
I'm not even upset.
Yeah.
I'm not even upset, babe. I'm going to go and do this, that, and the third. Because what I say in Rose in Harlem, I do everything. I move everything. Like, I do everything. Why am I sitting here upset?
Yeah.
Why am I sitting here? I'm not going to allow myself to be bitter. I'm not going to allow myself. And to me, I'm not a prideful person. So I don't do the pride thing. I don't do the ego thing. That's not me.
You went back to a label that,
Yeah.
you parted ways with.
And guess what? Now I have the best situation.
Support team.
The best situation, the best support team, and everything that I want. But sometimes it's just this is enough.
Yeah.
Because when you have this, again, that's when you fall into your bag of, here are the requirements. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to go back and forth.
Wow.
When a person is fed up, when a woman's fed up, it's nothing you can do about that.
Absolutely
In
true.
any space that she's in.
Any space.
In any space. You know why? Because the crying, the hollering, the passion, the cries out the cries out loud was the care.
Yeah.
Was the I'm still in this.
Yeah.
I did everything.
Yeah.
So when you know you did everything, you finally ready to walk away, you can exhale.
But I got to ask one last question about your film. Because you're starring with Leonardo DiCaprio. I mean, hello. How would people describe you on the set of your new film, One Battle After Another, which is going to be coming out in September?
September 26th.
How would people describe you on the set?
Oh my God. Now, you see how she is the epitome of like, she is fighting for her freedom. You know what I'm saying? She is not playing no games. She don't care at what expense. You know, that's what me and her differ. I'm like, she don't care at what expense, who it hurt. She like, I'm not playing with none of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, she is like a whole nother side. She's very, very spicy. Perfidia is crazy. But I also want to give flowers to my other castmates, too, because we have Leonardo, we have Sean Penn.
Come on,
we have
man,
Regina Hall, Benicio, Woody Harris, Chasing. You know, it's like Chase Infinity. It's like, it's the cast is insane. It's insane.
I'm so proud of you and what you have been able to do for yourself, to protect yourself when others were not, and what you have been able to manifest through hard work. Teyana, I am so proud of you.
Thank
and
you,
it's been a while since I've had a conversation with you. This game is ruthless.
Yeah.
And you did not let it beat you down.
Yeah.
You got back up. You found ways to make it happen. You are beyond brilliant and creative. And you have shown us this time and time again, whether you are the creative director for another artist, for another brand, acting, music, but most important, seeing you as a mother makes me happy.
Thank you.
And I'm happy to see you in this beautiful space. Thank you for coming back out of retirement, you know, and giving us this album, Escape Room. I can't wait to see what's next for you. Don't forget about us. Like, you know, like out here, you're probably going to get these Oscars and Grammys and live in a different...
See, listen, I came back. I'm headed back to LA tonight to get surgery on my vocal cord. So I won't even be speaking for the next few weeks. So I'm like, I need to come home.
Okay,
you need to come home and see my people. And, you know, that's why I came and... You know,
save your voice. No, save it.
No, but it's just going to show, like, I ain't forget. I'm like, listen... This is happening, but I need to come home. Like, you know, seeing you, I seen Joe and Jada, I seen Joe Budden. You know, like I had to come home and see my people.
Can I tell you, you're going to appreciate this as a mom. When they said this was the only time slot that you had available today, boy, did we go through it, right, Katrina? Find childcare. I had to call Colin's mom to come to town to cover for me, like, for real. Like,
and you could have just bought, because Junie, my daughter's here, She swears she's a babysitter. She's like, oh my God, where's the kids? Where's the kids?
But I'll take you up on that offer. But thank you, and anything for you. You know, this is always love and it's always home.
Thank you so much.
And I have a children's book to give you from Collins. I don't have the one Colin and I wrote, but I at least have Collins with me, and we'll send the rest. But
please.
We love you.
Thank you. I love you guys
thank you so
too.
much,
Thank
Teyana.
you.
Of course.